Your dream job as a kid?
I wanted to sing.
Wow.
I was a professional singer. My very first job out of university, actually during university, was professional singing.
Your proudest accomplishment?
Wow. I graduated from both high school and university with a perfect 4.0. I worked really hard at getting good grades, but also I went to Harvard Business School, which I had never taken a business class in my life. I was an English major. I was never going to be a capitalist pig. I was never going to go into business. Building business, making hundreds of millions of dollars for big organizations. And then honestly, starting up my own business for 20 and running it for 20 years. And then having a successful marriage. I think that's extremely important. It's not easy to have a successful marriage.
One leader you admire and why?
Well, this is a bit controversial, but my favorite latest leader is Elon Musk. Leaders of the future have got to do something that Elon Musk is doing that other leaders aren't doing, and that is he is letting go of the present in exchange for a future that's different. Present is only ever a reflection of the past. Leaders who are completely looking at things from a new perspective and saying, I'm not going to stick to this belief in the present because I know the future is even greater. That's what I like about Elon.
How would you like to be remembered?
A ray of light. I think we're all here to help each other. I hope that the energy I give out is an energy of support, is an energy of peace, of calm, of joy. We're here to have fun and be joyful. If we take it too seriously, we really miss the boat.
What advice would you give your 18-year-old self?
Oh, I've thought about that. I love that question. Just chill. Life's going to work out just fine. I was raised by a very motivated and driven father who told me there's always room at the top for the best. You must always try to be the best. It's hard to let go of that hard wiring when you've heard that all your life. So, I would have told her to chill out a little.
Your biggest failure?
How much time do you have? No, I joke because I think failing is critical to success. I try to fail small every day. And the reason I don't have an answer specifically about any one failure is because I don't dwell on them. I look at them as opportunities to improve. I'm a believer that everything is always working out for my greatest good. When something fails, I know that there's a beautiful reason for it. There's an opportunity to improve.
The best advice you've ever received?
Your desires are being held back by your limiting beliefs.
The biggest risk you've ever taken?
Oh, I have a lot of those too. When I was very young, that first job I took in that business world I told you about, I didn't think my boss was particularly talented. I really pushed hard to get his job. And sure enough, about a year later, I get this call from the vice president of the company, come in. They said, we fired your boss, we're gonna put you in that position. Now I had the wherewithal to say, let me think about it, I'll get to it. This was a Friday afternoon, so let me get back to you on. Over the weekend, I went, what am I doing? I don't even want that job. I want to move to Paris. I want to buy a one-way ticket, sell everything I own, and go to Paris. So I did. I'm an adventurer. Yeah, I'm running from Interpol, I jokingly say, haha. Yeah, I love taking risks. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Worst that can happen. What's the best that can happen? That's the more important.
Your wildest aspiration?
I have always wanted to have a New York Times bestseller. Not just because it's a New York Times bestseller, but because that means it has a meaningful message that speaks to millions of people around the world.
Your greatest gifts?
Ability to build rapport quickly, ability to connect the dots. I'm a big picture thinker, and I can see trends and patterns and pull them together in fun ways that some people wouldn't have seen. And the other thing is I really honor other people. I always say to a lot of clients, I hope that you see yourself someday the way I see you.
Your weakness or kryptonite?
My husband will laugh. I get lost really easily. I have no sense of direction, none. I am married to a man you can blindfold him, turn him around in circles, stick him on a plane, fly him to a new country he's never been on, take him off, circle, 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 take the blindfold off, and he'll go, that's north, I'm like, how do you know that? I mean, I have no idea how you know that.
Describe your morning routine.
Usually up by 6 o'clock, I do about 15 to 30 minutes of meditation. I have a personal trainer that arrives at 7 or 8. I have a yoga instructor come once a week. We have an in-home gym. I then get to the office. I'll do emails for a little while, and usually I'm either doing a speaking engagement or I'm meeting with coaching clients pretty much morning till evening. I work across 6 continents, so often I'm working nights and I work mornings. And then, I have a green smoothie. That's my morning breakfast.
So for this next round, I'm going to call out a word and you tell me in one sentence what that word means to you.
Oh boy, okay.
Leadership.
Leadership is about enabling others to do what they do best.
Business.
Fun. I never thought I would say business was fun, but I really think business is fun because what is it? It's about meeting a client's needs in the best way we can. It satisfies them and enables the people that work with us to have fun and joy and feel that they contributed. And when we can look at it that way, instead of looking at it as we must meet our market share, we must grow, we must, business has become too numbers driven. Numbers will come if you allow the rest to come.
Life.
Oh, an adventure. Life is so much fun. I think life is a hoot.
Technology.
Technology is enabling. Recently, I was reading John Adams' biography, one of our founding fathers in the United States. 1700s he lived and was second president of the United States. I mean, the world they lived in was so hard, and we all think it's glorified how wonderful it was. It was hard. It was hard. He accepted a position in Europe as the ambassador of Netherlands. It took him 3 months to get there. By the time he got there, a letter had arrived saying, actually, we've changed our mind. We're gonna have you come back to Europe. I mean, today we just have a WhatsApp message.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine,
Politics.
Sorry. That's all I have to say.
Culture.
Ooh, it is the broth of the soup. It is what we swim in. We must pay attention to culture. It's the way we act, react, look, sound, the feel of the place. In today's world, young people want a place that feels right. It has to resonate. Culture is created by the senior leaders. It trickles down.
Wisdom.
I think it's everything. One of the things about getting older is that you do amass more wisdom. The benefit of experience, there's so much wisdom that just comes from experience, and it becomes fun because you can leverage it.
Success.
Living your life as you want.
Happiness.
A choice. We can choose to be happy at any moment. You can choose to see something in a way that's different.
Dreams.
Dreams at night, I think, are the way our subconscious talks to us. And so you can have a lot of fun trying to figure out what the subconscious is trying to say. Dreams in the day, I think, is what life's made out of. That's what we're supposed to be focused on, creating the next and the next and the next.
Legacy.
Your brand. Legacy isn't built on what you leave behind when you die, what you leave behind when you leave a job. It's really what you leave behind when you exit a room. It's happening every moment. Your legacy is being built, just like your brand is being built every single moment.
Retirement.
So you put on a new set of tires, retire, take off for a new journey.
Money.
I think money is fun. We make too much out of money. The truth is money is an energetic construct. When you can master that energetic construct, money will just flow to you. It's just the way it works. You can have as much money as you want. The only thing holding you back from anything other is just a belief.
Passion.
Foundational. Life worth living is a passionate life, right? Where you feel excited and energetic and passionate about what you're doing.
The biggest challenge facing leaders today.
Oh gosh, where do we start? Bless their hearts. It is such a hard time to be a leader. It's so much going on. I would say it is uncertainty. The level of uncertainty in today's world, I think it's the highest it's been in certainly in decades, if not even hundreds of years. I mean, it's incredible because we're hard as humans for certainty. What do you do when you try to lead in the midst of all this uncertainty? And once again, it points back to what I said. When everything out here is in a complete state of uncertainty, you got to look at the one thing inside that can create long-term positive changes in behavior, and that's the way that you think, it's the way you feel. You got to really do the inside job now more than ever because everything's changing. Everything's changing. The way we communicate, the way we shop, the way we access news, pay for goods, the way we eat, what we eat, who we work with, how we work. I mean, everything's changing.
One book that has influenced you the most.
Oh, I'm going to say a surprising book called The China Study that was written by a protein specialist. He grew up in the United States and his parents owned a dairy farm. When he went to university, he went into dairy and protein production to try to help his family do better in that type of thing. And so he got into research, and he would be asked by all these companies to do researches around protein and how dairy, dairy, this is good for you, and beef, this is good for you, and every time he'd get one of these researches back, it would be just the opposite. It was showing it wasn't really good for you. But he was under NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, so he couldn't share any of this. One day, he was like 70 something years, and he said, what am I doing? I can't go to my grave without sharing the results of these. So he risked his life, his career, and he published this massive book of all these research that shows that the dangers of eating most of the stuff we eat every day. It changed my life, and it's really changed everything, my health levels, my weight, my energy, my sleep. Yeah, so it's one of those books that truly changed my life.
One message that you'd like to share with the world?
Wow. You are creating your reality every single minute of every single day. Nothing outside of you is creating your world. And I think we too easily put blame and focus fingers on others and what's happening to us. This is the effect. This is the cause. And I think it's too easy to think it's the other way around. Take charge of it. Have fun with it. Life's a journey.